Mom? Yes? You called him that name again. Well, you know what? Right now, when I talk about Marcus's actions, specifically actions related when he is Dr. Morcius, I am okay if I call him Dr. Morcassius in that context, because he is my son, and I will call him Marcus in the context of him being my son. Okay, but don't tell him that, because I have a bad feeling that will upset him. I won't. I know. I then calm down a little bit, and then my cue stopped, so I begin to talk normally again. Can I ask you an honest question, Mommy asked. What is it? I asked, because I felt like I had to, but really, there was a lot of fright in my voice. You seem to be crying a lot lately. What is it? Again, it's because I'm half crippled again. It just seems to be worse because you will be out of your cast and able to walk again in a week. I know, but I'm just sad about how much of my life I lost to this. Okay. Do you ever cry? I asked. I do, Mommy answered. How often? Every night. So why did you just ask me about it? Because I cry less than that. Why do you think? You happy cry? Correct. When? Every night I whimper happily when I'm around your father and we are cuddling each other to sleep over how happy I am, about how my family life turned out, Mommy answered. Really? I asked. It's just the joy of that leaving me. Mommy then kissed me on the cheek. Can I ask you another honest question? I asked. Ask as many as you want, Mommy asked. What is it about us that makes you happy? You'll learn when you have kids. Why then? Because you won't want to know what it is like until you have kids. Why can't I know what it's like now? In order to enjoy kids, you must have kids first. So when can I begin to find a woman to be my wife? Mommy then cracked up. Oh, you are too young, Mommy asked. But Daddy was 11 and I am 6, I said. You just need a little bit more time. Why? Just because Daddy was still older than you when I first developed my crush on him. Do you still have your crush on him? Of course, all married couples have big crushes on each other. Half the reason why he and I fell in love is because of how beautiful I am and how handsome he is. I see. You'll learn when you get older. I know. There was a pause as I just wanted to make small talk and continue talking about to my mother because I wanted her to keep cuddling me. Have you heard from your sisters at all? I asked. Every day. I talk to one of them so to answer your question, the answer is yes, answered Mommy. How are they doing? Fine. Can you answer me that question in more detail? No. Why? Because there's plenty agreement I made with them when I began to suspect things over you, and you heard them at the Rainforest Cafe, that I am not going to tell you about how they are doing after I figure out what is going on. Really? I made that deal with them weeks ago. So what are you beginning to suspect? Oh, it's not what I suspect, it is what I know. You know what? You and your brothers are doing something serious behind my back. What do you think that is? I don't know, but if it is enough that you don't want my sisters to find out, then I know it's something serious. Okay, well, there is nothing to worry about regarding that. We're just getting closer because why not? I believe you, except I'm beginning to suspect it is in other places also. It isn't anywhere at all. Well, really, because I think it came along with us on vacation. Well, it didn't, I answered. Then why were you so desperate on needing alone time with your brothers? Because I love my brothers and I want alone time with them? Why were you so desperate for that, though? Because I love them and I love them more? Not as much as me, though, I guess, Mommy added. Correct, I said. However, why is it that toward the beginning of the month, you three were spending so much time in your room? Because it is my room. I know, it is just that there is something suspicious I find about it. Well, there's really no reason to be suspicious. There was a pause as Mommy turned her head to look at me. Are you sure? Are you sure you were doing okay, Mommy asked. Yes, I answered. You seem to be answering answers quickly. What about it? That always builds up suspicion in me. Why? Well, Well, doesn't it build up a lot in other individuals? In movies, yes, but this is not a movie. I know it isn't, but I just really feel like something doesn't seem right. Oh well, everything is right, and if it is not, then it will be. Why are you talking to me like that? Like what? Like being a little dismissive of what I'm saying and putting your say in it. I don't know. Yes, you do. But I guess it's because we were both on the same page of how we were thinking. Because I've been feeling the same about you, I said. Paige? Mommy asked. Oh, I just meant that we were thinking the same way. Oh yeah, I knew that. There was a pause of mine thinking about what I just said to a deeper extent. Well, that's just because of the conversation we've been having, Mommy said. But so what, I said. So what? Why can't we just talk about what we were talking about between the two of us? Because that's a safety concern. I am worried about you. I told you there was nothing to worry about. I know there is. No, there isn't. Yes, there is. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Because I'm smart enough to know that with what you and your brothers are acting lately, that there's something you're not telling me. So what, though? I then covered my mouth, realizing what I just said. Apparently, Dr. Marcassius was listening in through the door, and then he knocked Mom's memory out through a mild jump on her head, and he said that her memory would just forget the past 2 hours she spent cuddling with me, and Dr. Marcassius also told me never to do that again because I caused a security breach, and he was absolutely right, and I promised him it would never happen again. The good news was, a week later I got my casts off and out of my wheelchair.